Video coverage of IT Expo is brought to you by Content Boost, the content marketing specialists. Amplify your sales today.
Hi, Eric Linask here at IT Expo in Miami, Florida. On the program today with me is Emil Sayegh. Emil is from Cordero Hosting. Emil, thanks for joining me. Good to have you with us.
Well, thank you, Eric. Appreciate it.
So one of the major trends, obviously, that the industry has been experiencing and we've been talking about for quite a while, it has ups and downs just in terms of adoption, has had its ups and downs in terms of publicity, if you will, the cloud. And obviously it's something you know very well. What are the key points that you're seeing in the industry regarding cloud adoption?
Absolutely. Thank you, Eric. So the key trends that we're seeing in the cloud market today is that there's more and more adoption from the SMBs into cloud. They're looking at it as a way to reduce their costs, to outsource a lot of the IT tasks that they have, as well as enterprises for the same reasons. However, we're seeing that trend not follow the same pattern that it followed in years past. In years past, we've seen a lot of companies say, you know, we're going to go to the public cloud. AWS was the way that they went. Now, reality's setting in. We're seeing companies start to look at their costs and comparing the cost of public cloud to an alternative, such as hybrid hosting, and seeing that the costs are really very high with just a public cloud solution, unless you're doing very spiky workload similar to Netflix or whatnot. Otherwise, most businesses are just running basically standard, constant workloads, and a combination of cloud and traditional dedicated is the right solution. So we're seeing a lot of companies reevaluate their public cloud venture to more of a hybrid approach. And that's transcending SMBs and transcending enterprises, actually.
So how does the trend towards hybrid compare to what we're seeing in terms of enterprises building out their own private clouds?
Absolutely. So hybrid encompasses the private cloud, actually gives you the best of both worlds. It allows you to create a public cloud, a private cloud, and encapsulate it all in one private network. You can span your data center to the provider's data center. In the example of Cordero, they can go from their own data center to Cordero's data center, all encapsulated in one private network, or they can have it all hosted at Cordero with their own private cloud, only dedicated to them, no one else, for regulatory purposes, HIPAA, PCI compliance, or other data privacy compliance issues. They want to create their own private cloud. They can create a hybrid network on top of it and create public cloud instances that spin up and spin down based on need that don't have the private data or the sensitive data on them.
How do you handle customers who are working in public and private cloud environments and their need to connect those public clouds to private clouds without sacrificing security, privacy, reliability, so forth?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So what we've seen in the market is that there was that need to connect your private dedicated servers or your own private servers in your own premises to public cloud so that you can get the benefit of both worlds. A traditional solution, what a lot of our competitors are doing, are creating basically bridges, devices that bridge between dedicated and cloud. What Cordero has created is basically what we call OnDemand Hybrid. OnDemand Hybrid is a drag and drop solution for companies to basically interconnect their dedicated and cloud instances, their public cloud instances, all in a drag and drop fashion. It's instant, it's done natively, there's no one, it's done in an automated way. There's no one running in the data center that's running cables for you whenever you decide to go hybrid. It's done literally natively and in an automated way. You can click and drop within minutes. You're set up with a hybrid solution which encapsulates your dedicated and cloud instances all within one network.
Are you, obviously you said there's a need for it. Are you seeing that need across all different customer sizes, or is that limited mostly to the larger enterprise?
You know, that's interesting. we're seeing it across all segments of the market. And the reason is the following. Dedicated infrastructure has some attributes that are hard to match in the cloud. No one can argue with the high performance that a dedicated box can do, especially if you're running big data applications or you're running databases. Anywhere where you have I/O contentions, dedicated infrastructure is really the best choice. And what we're also seeing is that, look, these companies across the board also want to be able to scale. So who doesn't want to scale? I mean, everybody's looking, to be the next Facebook and the next Twitter and whatnot. So they want to have that security blanket of having a cloud infrastructure, a public cloud infrastructure that's accessible to them. And therefore, the marriage of the two is why we're seeing, basically an influx of enterprises as well as an influx of small and medium businesses that are adopting this hybrid cloud technology. And there's also a segment, you have to remember, there's a segment of the market that still works under regulatory and compliance with PCI, with HIPAA, and various regulatory compliance issues where they need dedicated boxes. And this is where hybrid really kind of plays a big role, because it allows them to do that for their sensitive data, and for the non-sensitive data, they can put it on cloud and be able to scale up and down as needed.
Excellent. Emil, thank you so much for joining us.
Anytime.
I'm Eric Lanask here at IT Expo in Miami.
Video coverage of IT Expo is brought to you by Content Boost, the content marketing specialists. Amplify your sales today.